16, Brandon Smith. I need to keep that in my head. Good afternoon, Red and Green Army, and welcome to another edition of Coventry United TV. There's going to be a bit of a somber mood before today's FA Vase match against Boldmere St Michael's, as we will be having a minute's silence in memory of the 5 victims of the Leicester City helicopter crash. So please do bear with us for the first minutes of today's programme, as I will be taking the mic from Mr. Roy Eden very reluctantly. Roy's handing it over this week. He's shaking his head, he's not happy. Today's match sees Coventry United take on Boldmere St Michael's in the Build Base FA Vase second round. So if you do hear me shouting, that's why. I'm on the microphone for the first couple of minutes. Go. Players are coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome onto the pitch for today's Build Base FA Vase second round tie, Boldmere St Michael's and the Red and Greens of Coventry United! There is nothing quite like a cup match, and Coventry United's road to Wembley continues at the Butts Park Arena in the FA Vase second round proper. At home to a side they lost to by 1-0 just a couple of weeks ago. Boldmere St Michael's, Terry Anderson's men look for retribution and progress on their road to Wembley here on Coventry United TV with Liam Cook. Introducing today's team, starting off with Boldmere St Michael's. Starting. I'm not doing anything. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey? It's not working. It's not working. It's not doing anything. Yeah. What's happening? No, nothing. Nothing. Quick, quick, quick. Do you want me to do team news or? Starting lineup for Boldmere St. Michael's. Starting for the Mikes today. Number 1, Lewis Fenney. Number 2, Cameron Gale. Number 3, Reese Mitchell. Number 4, Craig Milligan. Number 5, Harry Craven. Number 6, JC Abram. 7, Ben Usher Shipway. 8, Owen Parry. Number 9, Ricardo Reed. 10, Alistair Brawns. 11, Luke Shearer. And for Coventry United today, number 1, Brad Caswell. Number 2, Ben Valance. Number 3, Ronnie Hendricks. Number 4, Gift Musa. Number 5, Jamal Clark. Number 6, Kyle Barnett. Number 7, Kyle Carey. Number 8, Jake Holt. Number 9, Aaron Solomon. Number 10, Shaquille McDonald. And number 11, Luke Downs. It's kick-off time in the Butts Park Arena. Let's hear you sing and shout for the Red and Greens of Coventry United. Well, we had a few equipment malfunctions, shall we say? You can't get the staff, can you? You can't get the staff. But that minute's silence there was for the Leicester Vichai Shrival Hanaprava, who sadly passed away in a helicopter crash on Saturday, along with the 4 other victims, the 2 members of staff and the 2 pilots. So, of course, everyone here at Coventry United TV is thinking of the Shrival Hanaprava family, everyone at Leicester City Football Club, and, of course, anyone who's been affected by this dreadful tragedy. But if there's one thing that can put a smile on a grieving face, it is football, and believe me, I've known that. And it is time for the footballing world to focus on the football once more as Coventry United and Boldmere St. Michael's kick things off. Coventry United are wearing the sky blue away strips today, as Boldmere for some reason have brought their bright orange and grey away kits. They actually play in white and black home strips. Quite sure why they haven't brought that. They brought this same away strip a couple of weeks ago when United lost 1-0 in the league against Boldmere. It must have caused some sort of confusion for the team, as Coventry United are now wearing their sky blue away strips. The first time, I believe, that Coventry United have not worn red and green in a home match. And Hendricks wins the ball in the air. Carbonnet blasts it away. Coventry United against Boldmere St. Michael's here in the FA Vase second round proper. United made it to the 3rd round last year before losing in dramatic fashion in a penalty shootout at the Butts against Bromsgrove Sporting. They will hope to get past the 3rd round this time as the cross from Ricardo Reed flashes across their face of goal. Boldmere in position now, kicking from left to right. Crossing towards Usher Shipway, nodded away on the edge of the box by Ronnie Hendricks. Here's Kyle Carey. Side to side with Cameron Gale. Manages to avoid the fullback's challenge. Downs chips into the centre circle with Jake Holt, and Holt sends Hendricks on his way. Hendricks at left back today, playing in a more advanced role against Bowhall last week. Volleyed clear of the near post by Harry Craven. Usher Shipway. Now it's Ricardo Reed. Looks for Usher Shipway once more in the penalty area. Musa will block off the attempted pass, and it's out for a throw on this near side. Today's show here on Coventry United TV, as always, sponsored by our good friends at Current, building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. Head to current.it for more information. Coming from the right hand side, level with the penalty area. Cameron Gale with ball in hand. Usher Shipway and Craven in support. For Abrams, nodded away by Downs. Here's Jake Holt. Holt lofts it away. Reese Mitchell collects for Boldmere in the centre circle. Here's Harry Craven. Flicks it up, volleys it over the defence. Ricardo Reed didn't make the run. I think he was offside. And it trickles out of play for a goal kick. Clark receives the goal kick from Brad Caswell. Clark, the Coventry United Supporters Club Player of the Month for October. Well deserved for the Coventry United captain, but that ball aimed towards Ben Vance, playing at right fullback today, was not what the skipper intended, I'm sure. And it will be a throw in to Boldmere, midway into their own turf on the left-hand side. Just the one match here on CUTV this weekend. No ladies action until next week, when Coventry United ladies travel to struggling QPR on the 11th of November. Failed move down the left-hand side results in another Coventry United throw halfway into their own turf. Downs on the right flank, and in the air by Mitchell. Knotted down, but there's Mitchell again. Wanted to have Jamal Clark in the back line for Coventry United. Bounces awkwardly, Aaron Solomon. Balance. Dr. McDonald leading the line today. Put in the air by JC Abrams. There's Musa. His header brought down by Reece Mitchell, who tries to clear, but it cannons off Aaron Solomon on the right-hand side of that front three. So the United started lineup, if you didn't hear beforehand, Coventry United starting with Brad Caswell in goal. Ben Valance at right back with Ronnie Hendricks on the left. Centre backs are Kyle Barnett and Jamal Clark. A midfield three of Luke Downs, Gift Musa and Jake Holt. And in the front three on the right is Aaron Solomon. Left is Kyle Carey, although so we'll probably alternate during the match. And Shaquille McDonald is back in the red and green's starting lineup as the main centre forward. On the bench, as it's shifted into touch for a Coventry United goal kick, Shane Nicholson, Brendan Bunn, Kervin Ellis, Kevin Thornton, and new signing Joseph Cairns, a former Walsall youngster. He needed international clearance, so well done to Graham Wood for sorting that one out. He's now available after a short time in Sweden. But it's highly unlikely we will see Kevin Thornton on the field, as he has suffered a hamstring injury in the last week. So it appears he's only on the bench in case of emergencies. It's a surprise to see Kervin Ellis not in the starting lineup. United obviously trying to save their prized assets. A free kick is given on the right-hand side of the Boldmere box. Reece Mitchell with his hands all over Aaron Solomon, and a tug on the shirt is the reason that the referee has brought a stop to play. Red and greens in an unfamiliar sky blue kit at home. Never been done before. Jake Holt eyeing up his options. Referee checks that we are good to go. Solomon making a run in that cluster of blue and orange. And it bounces past Solomon and past JC Abram and lofted towards the Coventry United technical area by Harry Craven. Throwing just inside Boldmere turf. It's not the best of throws by Ronnie Hendricks, slipped out of his hands. In goes Kyle Carey with a great challenge in from the side. And it's back with Brad Caswell now after Alistair Brawn's lost out. 5 minutes gone here at the Butts Park Arena. Coventry United 0, Boldmere St Michael's 0 is the current score. It's the FA Vase second round proper today. Let's see if the road to Wembley will continue. United have been making history since the day they were formed. Can they make yet more history? Becoming the second team from Coventry to play at Wembley. Lewis Fenny with ball in hand, volleyed away from the penalty area by Fenny. Headed by Jamal Clark, asking where the options are. Hooked away by Ronnie Hendricks under pressure from Ben Usher Shipway. Chested down to feet by Kyle Carey, just about kept in. He's forced to the ground by Cameron Gale. Referee shakes the head. There was an outstretched arm from Gale. Of course, contact does not always mean foul. Intended through ball by Milligan, looking for the run of Luke Shearer. It's cut out. And a wasteful ball up the other end of the park. I think it was Jamal Clark who got that one away. And that will result in a Boldmere goal kick. A sloppy start from both sides, you'd have to say. So It's Fenny with the goal kick once more. There it goes from Fenny. Shearer wins the header. Musa first to it. And stumbles past the Boldmere number 8. Owen parries into the air now for Shaquille McDonald! The Shaka Tap does what he does best. And he finds the back of the net. A delightful ball into the penalty area. The Shaka Attack brought it to feet. Fenny raced off his line to try desperately to deny the Shaka Attack. But McDonald was not to be denied, and the Red and Greens at the 7 minutes of the Butts Park Arena lead by 1-0. And our resident DJ here, Roy Allen, playing Shaka Khan. And the Shaka Attack saying, yes, this is my yard, this is my house, this is what I do. I think it was Gift Musa with the through ball into the penalty area. It came to the feet of Shaquille McDonald. And he simply slotted it past the out-rushing Lewis Fenny. A sloppy goal for Boldmere St Michael's to concede, a lack of concentration from the Mikes, but Shaquille McDonald had to get it right, and more often than not, that is exactly what he does. The Red and Green's top scorer at it again. We are back underway at the Butts with Coventry United leading by 1-0. It ended 1-0 last time. We hope there's more goals in this. Hopefully flying into the Boldmere net. Trying to play for a goal kick. And Ricardo Reed was trying to pass to the invisible man, I believe. Here's Kyle Barnett. Offs it into the air. McDonald wins the header, tries to bring it down, can't quite take it around Abrams. And Holt looked for McDonald on the edge of the penalty area. Craven with the clearance this time. Shearer loses out. Solomon side to side with Harry Craven. It's a battle that Solomon loses, but only because of foul play. He's tripped by Craven, and Solomon's gone down holding his leg. The former Solihull Moors attacker getting back to his feet, and it appears he is going to be okay. It's Luke Downs on set piece duty this time. Carey, Barnett, Clark, McDonald, Holt, Solomon, all in there amongst the bright orange shirts of Boldmere St Michael's. It's Downs in towards Jamal Clark. A bit of a push in the back there on Jamal Clark. Referee doesn't pick up on it. Kyle Carey tracks back to collect the loose ball. Ronnie Hendricks, United look to build once again. It's returned to Carey with plenty of space. Now he closes in on Cameron Gale. A step over from Carey. That was dipping straight into the top corner. But Fenny able to palm it over the post and out for the corner kick. Here's going to be a corner on the left-hand side. Kyle Carey is going to take the duties himself. A chance that was crafted by Carey and taken by Carey. The resulting corner is Carey's to do with what he wants, and he doesn't find the same level of success. It bounces into the side netting. 10 minutes gone. The Butts Park Arena in the Build-Based FA Vase second round match. Coventry United 1, Boldmere St Michael's 0 is the current score. The Shaka Attack, Shaquille McDonald on the mark. We'll also be bringing you updates from around the ground in the professional leagues today, including from the Rico Arena, where the Sky Blues of Coventry City are looking to make it 6 wins in a row for the first time in over 100 years. Throw from Reece Mitchell. Kind of Reed. ground. In goes Musa from behind, and Reed is bemused, as is Kyle Carey, as the pass from Musa is as far behind Carey as you can get. It's a throw just in front of the United technical area for Cameron Gale. Wants options close. Finds Ricardo Reed with Hendricks pushing into the back. Usher Shipway. Parry. Lofts it to the right off the head of Gale. Barnett's first to it, but can only find Ricardo Reed. Conversion to Boldmere. Unfortunately for Reed, Coventry Rugby Club were playing here last Saturday. As it ends up in the car park, and I can see now the ball is heading straight onto the road, so someone might want to go and get that. If you hear a big pop sound over the microphone, then that's what it is. One final score to bring you from the Premier League. Bournemouth 1, Manchester United 2. Just the one goal in the free goal kickoffs from the Premier League. West Ham leading Burnley 1-0. In the Championship, Derby losing at home to informed Birmingham 1-0 at Pride Park. Reading leading Bristol City 1-0. In League 1, there is no goals at the Ricoh Arena. Still, Coventry City 0, Accrington Stanley 0. Hendricks with the throw. Reed intercepts. Kyle Carey gets stuck in, but now it's with the number 10. Balance. The volley pass, and he's for as Mitchell. Shearer, who scored the only goal of the match here at the Woods Park Arena a couple of weeks ago. Aaron Solomon claims that he retrieved the ball fairly from Shearer. The Boldmere winger went to ground, and the referee blew the whistle instantly. And good news, one of the stewards has retrieved that loose ball. Floated in from the left-hand side. Strong header by Kyle Barnett away from danger. Solomon. Header intercepted by Gale, but there's McDonald with a neat turn and sends Kyle Carey on his way. Carey gets the first touch right, brings it to ground. That looks a cut in from the left. Cross towards Aaron Solomon, and a free kick against the former Solihull as he went steaming into the side of JC Abram. The Boldmere man got there first, headed the ball away. Now the referee said that I believe he said the ball was moving, as he calls for the free kick to be taken once more. Usher Shipway. And he was looking for the run down the left-hand side of Shearer, but I don't think Usain Bolt's going anywhere near that one, so it's going to be a goal kick. 15 minutes gone. Here at the Butts Park Arena, the Build-based FA Vase second round proper. Coventry United 1, Boldmere St Michael's 0. Brad Caswell with the goal kick. It's 12th versus 13th with the League United in 12th place, Boldmere in 13th. One of the mid-table sides where anything can happen in the cup. You only need to perform on the day. United are doing so at the moment, as diverted back to his own goal by Mitchell, as Carey found Shaquille McDonald in the box. Time we are, and here on Coventry United TV comes next Saturday. A very tricky tie here at the Butts Park Arena at home to Sporting Cowser in the final men's first team match before Armistice Day or Remembrance Day. That's a throw deep into United turf, but halfway into the United half to be taken by Mitchell. Sees it back and crosses it straight out of play, and really there was no one in the box that he could have aimed for anyway. He just needed to take a little bit of time and take a look at what was on offer before sticking his boot through it. has been a rather uncontrolled match, has to be said. Caswell booted away only onto the head of Ben Usher Shipway. Here's Ricardo Reed with his back to Barnett. Usher Shipway, a slip from Hendricks allows Usher Shipway in! And punch away from danger by Brad Caswell, the man of the match in the 2-2 draw at Westfields last Saturday. The young shot stopper called into action once more as he got a strong fist of the ball and sending it high into the sky over the woodwork and denying Boldmere the equalising goal. Corner's flicked onto Shearer by Craven. Shearer turns away from Downs and Holt. Alistair Brawns closed down by both Musa and Solomon, and it's Solomon who races clear. If he gets that through ball right, it could be the perfect opportunity for McDonald. He has got it right. Here is the Shack attack, looking for 2 inches away as it rolls past the far post. Perfect counter-attacking football from the red and greens. And McDonald's pass was an inch from perfection. United was so unlucky in their last outing at Old Pay Park last Saturday in a controversial 2-2 draw at Westfields. Some rather contentious refereeing decisions robbed United of the win in the dying minutes in Hereford. You can see the highlights of that match on Coventry United TV right now, but do wait until half time when we go off air for a few minutes. You won't want to miss what happens in the Butts Park Arena as the crossfield ball towards Ben Usher Shipway bounces over the white line before the number 7 can get there. The resulting throw taken by Hendricks, chest control and a beautiful volley cleared by Jake Holt. Doesn't quite have the accuracy on it, but it certainly did have the power. It will be a throw to Boldmere on their right-hand side, midway into their own turf, so it's got a few yards on it. Well, Craven and Gale arguing with the referee the throw-in should be taken where Gale is currently standing, but the referee is saying no, back a few more yards please. The throw bounces off Reed and struck towards the centre of the park by Barnett. In goes JC Abrams, punted up towards the Coventry United penalty area, and the job is finished off by Jamal Clark, who nods it down to Caswell, who swiftly returns it to Clark. Jamal Clark looks for Solomon, finds him well. Solomon takes it around Reese Mitchell, but he also takes it over the white line for a Boldmere goal kick. A little bit too enthusiastic in taking that ball around the Boldmere fullback. So the ball is with Fenny once more. Clark wins it in the air. Holt jumped a little too early and then uses Milligan as a launch pad and gives away the free kick. Milligan with the crossfield free kick. Evades Usher Shipway, good idea, but poor execution from the Mikes. Minutes have elapsed in the FA Vase second round, and it's still Coventry United leading by 1-0. Here comes Ben Valent, but steaming in is Shearer. The back pass is dangerous, but Fenny handles the danger well and punts it away. Ricardo Reed races to the loose ball, but he's offside. Free kick in the Coventry United half of the field. Caswell comes up to take it. Still no goals at the Ricoh Arena as Coventry City take on Accrington Stanley. Still, no one knows who they are. We're just hearing that Accrington have just scored. We'll proofread that one for you. We're looking at the Sky Sports app at the moment. Sometimes can be a little bit slow in picking up the goals. Handball claims by McDonald against Craven. Referee does not agree. The clearance results in a throw for Coventry just inside Boldmere territory. I'm just checking the Twitter feed. Doesn't look like Accrington have scored just yet. The ball rolls into Lewis Wayne, so I can confirm it was just our chairman having a little joke, and it remains at 0-0 at the Rico Arena, but it's 1-0 here at the Butts Park Arena. Gale is cross cannons off Kyle Carey. You don't like making my job a little bit harder, don't you? Don't know how I'll do it for the money. And Brawns with a rather poor cross. Skimmed off the outside of the boots, and it bounces wide of the near post. And it must be said that United having some good ideas, the passing actually quite there. Well, Boldmere have just been sloppy as anything. It's not been the cleanest of games. And all that matters at the moment is that the red and greens are in front, and that's the way. We like it. Goal kick onto the head of Craven. Ben Usher Shitway. Bit of wizardry with those boots, but not with that pass. Valance. Aaron Solomon now knocking on the Boldmere door. Saw it side to side there with JC Abrams, and a corner for the red and greens. Ronnie Hendricks jogs up from left back to take the set piece. United keeping Musa and Valance back. Ricardo Reed and Ben Usher Shipway remaining forward in case of a Boldmere counter. The Coventry United juniors watch on. Next to Hendricks. Will they witness a goal? Swing and a miss by Barnett. Back into danger by Clark. Barnett. McDonald! Fenny scrambles across, but he wasn't needed. It was heading wide, but he was needed to prevent Kyle Carey from getting the ball. McDonald could have had a hat-trick so far. There's been no stopping the Shack attack, but he couldn't quite find goal number 2. If he keeps on going like that, there's no doubt he will. Cameron Gale. Milligan, heavy first touch, nearly takes him into the path of Kyle Carey, but he does find Ben Usher Shipway. Gale again. Boldmere encased in their own backyard. Parry over to Mitchell. Owen Parry. Usher Shipway calls for it on the right hand side. Parry tries to oblige. This time Usher Shipway does manage to keep it in with a bit of help from the corner flag. Can he take it past Hendricks? No, he can't. Hendricks wins that battle, and now it's Kyle Carey on the counter. Great slide by Milligan. It may not be all said and done for Boldmere in this attack. Well, it is now after Craig Milligan with a hopeful ball into the penalty area, but hopeful was the word. Ricardo Reed was still on the edge of the box as the ball flew over his head. Brad Caswell sends the ball on its way, nodded to the right by Shaquille McDonald, and Solomon had already gone past it. It will be a throw to Boldmere, but again, they've got to get this ball away from danger. They're still in a pretty dangerous position. United send Shane Nicholson and Kervin Ellis for a little jog down the touchline. Both men, of course, on the bench. Neat overhead kick by Jake Holt, and McDonald takes it past the defender. Slots it to the left for Kyle Carey! Goal number 2 for the red and greens. Cool as you like.
And the second goal of the red and greens, Kyle Carey. I said Kyle Carey.
The finish was smooth as silk after a controlled low pass by Shaquille McDonald. Carey made no mistakes, and the march to the arch seems set to continue. as Coventry United lead Boldmere St Michael's by 2-0 in the FA Vase second round.
Isn't that Lloydson good looking?
So we have had 25 minutes here on Coventry United TV with Liam Cook, and the Red and Greens have just scored their second goal of the match. So we're back underway. Cameron Gale lets that one head out of play, and it's been a rather bad minute for Boldmere. Hendricks. Now Holt. This was Solomon. Followed away by Mitchell. Now Shearer. Parry on the move. Mitchell. To the centre with Milligan. Lofted ball, one in the air by Vance. Here's Luke Downs. Musa strides forward. Solomon. Can he get the cross in? He can. And it's off the heel of JC Avram and into the hand of Fenny, but it's out of play for the corner. So another corner for the Red and Greens. Hendricks with the corner. Barnett's in there, as is Solomon. Solomon wins the header. Gale flicks it away. Luke Downs nods it back towards the danger zone. Holt couldn't outmuscle Gale, and it's sent away from the Boldmere box towards the United one. Volley clearance by Ben Valance. Musa was short. Fantastic run here by Mitchell, curtailed by a standing challenge from Downs. You have to claim that it's gone out of play. Linesman doesn't agree. Shearer. The space on the right for Gale. That's who he's looking for. McDonald couldn't divert the ball away. In towards the penalty area. Ricardo Reid can pull one back. And Caswell leaps to his left and catches the ball before Parry can send it in. Signs of life from the mics. And the physio is called over. Shaquille McDonald has gone down holding his left ankle. Well, a bit of a look, we've fixed the issue with Shaquille McDonald, and we've fixed the issue with the Coventry United camera. So a few repairs going on here at the Butts Park Arena. It's been a strange afternoon so far, shall we say. McDonald is still on the touchline. It appears to be his left knee or his left ankle that's troubling him at the moment. Also, apologies for the little bit of mic silence, as we had a little bit of an issue with the Coventry United tripod. One of the legs is broken and sometimes can collapse, so we had to use a bit of sticky tape to sort it out. Jamal Clark turns away from Parry. Barnett, Musa, Holt. Solomon was calling for it. The pass from Holt is wayward behind Aram Solomon. Jamal Clark boots it into the Boldmere. Dive by Gift Musa to get onto the ball, and I think it's Parry that's connected with him. By Reece Mitchell. On it down. Parry dispossessed by Downs. Here's Jake Holt. Had to get that back pass right. As Usher Shipway was ready to pounce. Cast by the Carey. Hendrick sees it from Carey, now Luke Downs. Just Shipway behind, trying to cause some mayhem. Rolls it to the left. Neat turn by Carey. Referee gives play on. That's a fantastic lofted ball for Aaron Solomon! The Red and Greens use the referee's advantage to perfection. Kyle Carey, cause he turned away from Usher Shipway. And he followed up after being told to continue by the man in black with a fantastic long ball over the Mike's back line, and Aram Solomon rolls it into the bottom corner. The Red and Greens are in complete control. Look out, Wembley, the Red and Green Army are coming. It's Coventry United 3, Boldmere St Michael's 0. Aram Solomon joins in the act. What a first half it has been for Coventry United, and we are not done yet. We've got about another 5 minutes to go until half time. Coventry United now lead by 3 goals to 0. McDonald, Carey and Solomon all on the score sheet. And Solomon receives the lofted ball from Downs, this time dispossessed by Parry. United have got the throw. Valence finds Solomon with the throw. Shearer goes in from the side. Slides in on Valence. They came off Shearer last. And Shearer boots the ball into the advertising boards in frustration. Solomon brings it down. Bit of a shove in the side by Shearer, and Shearer manhandling Aram Solomon. Referee allowing it. Not the best of clearances. Musa tries to pick it up. now it's Alistair Brawns with an arm dragged by Jake Holt, picked up upon by the referee. Quick free kick. Mitchell stands firm against Ben Valance. Shearer. Patient play from Boldmere. It's going to take a miracle for the Morris to get back into this, and that miracle is not forthcoming yet. Bit of a kick out there by Reed on Clark. Clark sandwiched between Shearer and Reed. Valance able to take the ball away and boot it only as far as Mitchell. Ball towards the penalty area in Milligan. Barnett clears the danger for now, but it comes back with Reed. Brawns. Chantram Musa allows hold on to it, and Holt finds Carey. Carey has ripped Boldmere apart today. Will he do so again? Step over from Carey, and another one. Kyle Carey looks for Holt. First time shot by Holt, but skied. Reece Mitchell. If Boldmere can get one back before the break, they may head into the half-time team talk with just the smallest bit of hope. JC Abram. Shipway's crossed, blocked by the back of Ronnie Hendricks. Shipway leaps over the fencing here towards Spanish Green, collecting the ball. And in fact, he's going to leave the throw now for Cameron Gale. Shipway ushered into the corner by Kyle Carey. Did that go out of play? No, it didn't. And Barnett's clearance is blocked by his own player, Luke Downs, with a second clearance, which is much more effective by Barnett. Abrams. It's off the head of Cameron Gale into the penalty area, but easy pickings for Brad Caswell. And the Red and Greens survive again with their clean sheet intact. Caswell's kick drifts to the right. Solomon will not get there. And a throw will be taken on the halfway line by Mitchell. Chested up and down by Shearer. Mitchell again. JC Abram, the centre-back. Sticks his legs through that one, looking for Ricardo Reed. Nothing is falling for Boldmere, and that ball is falling into the hands of Brad Caswell. Caswell drops the ball to feet. And will take a grounded goal kick. There it goes. Mitchell with his hands over Aaron Solomon. He has dispossessed the young winger. Mitchell brought down by Usher Shitway to Ricardo Reed. Musa like a bullet train, steaming past Reed and taking the ball with him. But Mulligan dispossesses Solomon. Looks for Usher Shitway. Off the chest of Brad Caswell. I think Usher Shitway got something on that ball and it was blocked up by Caswell. The United goalkeeper putting his body on the line and came out victorious with both his body and the ball in tow. The ball bounces into Boldmere's final third, but last touch to Coventry United man, it will be a throw to the Mikes as they try and see out this disappointing first half with some dignity and decorum. Ball along the left flank, bounces over the white line. Disappointment for Parry, and a Coventry United throw will follow about 15 yards into United turf. Valance was going to throw it back to Caswell, but he's changed his mind and will go upfield towards Solomon. Holt. Valance, the first time boot towards the box. Offside against Shaquille McDonald. Ironic cheers from the travelling Boldmere fans. But at least they've been given something to cheer about today. It's not been the most pleasant of first halves for Boldmere St Michael's. Goal kick heads straight into the opposite penalty area. Really has been a terrible game. It's not, I wouldn't be surprised if the fan side asking our chairman here, Peter Rounds, for their money back. It's been utterly dreadful. Now, in all reality, Coventry United have performed brilliantly. They are leading by 3 goals to 0 here on Coventry United TV. Today's show is sponsored by Current, building bespoke software to increase sales and improve your business process. Head to current.it for more information. And again, Boldmere's passing lets them down, and a wayward ball towards the left flank heads out of play for a Coventry United throw. United have played their part, and Boldmere have done anything but. Barnett nods the ball away from the United penalty area under pressure from Usher Shipway. Milligan can't control in the centre circle. Holt can't take it all around him at the first time of asking. Usher Shipway blocks off Holt and out muscles Holt and wins the free kick as well. Milligan will leave the free kick for Gale, about 10 yards into United serve on the right flank. In fact, it's going to be Craven who sends it in. Strong header by Barnett, only as far as Usher Shipway. Here's Reed. Can the Mites get one back before half-time? Charge down. And a tame effort from Alistair Braun sums up Boldmere's half, really. The travelling faithful not be pleased with what they have seen so far, and they will be hoping for a stern improvement after the break. Let's get you some latest scores if we can. In the Premier League, it's still 0-0 between Cardiff and Leicester. As the half-time whistle blows, it's 3-0 here at the Butts Park Arena between Coventry United and Boldmere St Michael's. In the Premier League, Everton 1, Brighton 1, Newcastle 0, Watford 0, West Ham 1, Burnley 1, and at the Ricoh Arena it's still Coventry 0, Accrington 0. We're back in 10 minutes here on Coventry United TV for the second half of today's game. Look for the second live stream on the Coventry United TV commentary YouTube channel. If you did enjoy today's broadcast for the first half, leave a like via the thumbs up button below, leave a comment with your feedback, and of course subscribe to the channel for more exclusive content. We're back in 10 minutes here on Coventry United TV.